thank you for stopping by to my first ever YouTube video. Kind of nervous a little bit, but I decided what better way to start off this YouTube channel than by doing a hair tutorial, because I do get a lot of questions on how I do my hair from a lot of my friends, a lot of coworkers. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use the Dyson Airwrap. And yeah, so if you'd like to get this hairstyle, if you want to learn how to recreate this hairstyle, please stick around for the video and don't forget to subscribe as well. And so yeah, let's get started. Also, you can wear it like this, the hairstyle, or of course you can style it down the middle depending on your liking. But either way, I think both options look great, they work great, and they look great. So yeah, let's get started. Today we're gonna be using the Dyson Airwrap, and the tools that I'm going to use, I had to actually purchase separately because my hair is longer. So we're gonna be using these two attachments. And then I might also use the bigger two of what comes with the actual Dyson, just to do the top portions of my hair. I also wanted to say that yesterday I already ended up straightening my hair with this straightening attachment that comes with the kit. And so I just did a blow dry, but for today's video, I'm going to actually just be spraying my hair with some water. But for yourself, if you're just getting out of the shower and getting ready to do your hair, you want to make sure that you at least have your hair about 75 to 80% dry. That way you're not pulling on your hair, because your hair is really fragile when it is wet. So let's go ahead and get started. For this tutorial, you'll also need a hair clip. So I've got mine. This is what my hair looks like when I've straightened it with the Dyson straightening tool. I haven't done really anything to it, literally just woke up like this. So what I'm gonna end up doing is brushing my hair out, but you'll need a hair clip, a hair brush. For myself, I just have a spray bottle with just water in it, so I can just quickly just spray it so that it does hold on to some moisture so that it works a little bit better. I've also already put in this Unite 7 seconds detangling leave-in conditioner. And then I'm also going to be spraying my hair with the Oribe Invisible Defense Universal Protection Spray. I really like how this one smells. And it just has it's like a fine mist. So I'm gonna be spraying this throughout my head as well. First things first, I'm just gonna section my hair into about 3 sections for the whole head is what it normally takes to do my hair. I'll show you first what it looks like on the first section of hair, and then I'll probably end up speeding up the rest of the video, so that way you guys aren't sitting here for too long just watching me do the same thing over and over. So I'm gonna go ahead, once that's brushed out, I'm gonna spray some water into my head, into my hair, not my head, just so that it has some moisture. And I'm also gonna go ahead and spray this heat protectant. You can do this all over your hair at one time while it's still wet, like if you're just coming out of the shower. And then I like to focus it too on the ends, because that's really what ends up getting the most damaged, in my opinion. So once I've sprayed that, I'm just gonna brush it one more time. And because I have naturally thicker, coarser hair, I know it doesn't look like it right now because I have straightened it the day before, but my hair normally is, I would say it's starting to get curly. So I like to put it on the highest heat setting for mine, and then also the highest like fan setting as well. So I have both of these up, facing up. So let's go ahead and show you. And make sure to tap on with little to no help. So I like to hold there for a couple of seconds, touch it to make sure it doesn't get too hot, and then flash it with some cold air. And then turn it off. And I just like to hold it here for a little bit, just to make sure that the curls also just stay in their shape for a little bit longer. And then I just slide it out gently. And you'll see we get a nice curl like that. So I'm not gonna do anything to my hair. I'm not gonna play with it. I'm just gonna end up doing the rest of my head. That way it gives it time to dry. So I'm gonna take another section and repeat the same step. So that is what your hair should look like, just about. So I'm just gonna toss this over to the back so that doesn't get in the way. And you can choose whether you want to just do one whole side of your hair at one time, or if you want to alternate. I usually tend to alternate because I just don't, you know, I like to just work in even sections. So I'm going to take this one off. And the important thing that you want to make sure whenever you're working on like a certain side, for the technique that we're using, you want to turn your Airwrap tool into the direction that you're going to be doing your hairstyle. And you want to make sure that the arrows are facing out. That way it grabs onto your hair and you don't have it like spewing out of the actual tool itself. So if I was to use the other side, it would blow it out the other way and it wouldn't hold on to my hair, and then it would just become a little bit more difficult for you to do the hairstyle. So that's the easiest way that I've noticed that the Airwrap tool works. So I always just look in the mirror and then like face it down, and if I see the arrows pointing outwards, then I know that I'm good to go on this side. So let's go ahead and do this side, that way you can see, and then the rest of the video I will speed it up. I'm gonna actually use the attachments that came with the Dyson, just because it is in shorter length compared to the rest of my hair. So let me show you what that looks like, just in case you don't have the long barrels or if your hair is shorter. So again, and the easiest way to figure out which way the air is gonna go is by just turning it upside down, because that's the direction that we're going to be styling our hair. If you look in the mirror on this one, the air is gonna end up circling out that way, so we know that you're actually gonna wanna use this barrel on this side of the hair. And then with this one, it should point the opposite direction. So this is the side that I'm gonna use for the left side of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach that. And do the same technique that we were doing with the long barrels. Now it's just on the shorter one. And we should get like a springier curl, just like that. So if you want your curls tighter, you can by all means go ahead and use this one. It works just as fine. It's just I was finding that not all of my hair fit for the longer pieces like this, so I had to end up getting the longer attachments. But I love how this looks for like the front pieces of the hair, because I do want more volume as I get higher. So when I do this top section, I'm gonna end up just sticking with these barrels, and this is the thicker size. I'll leave all the barrel sizes in the description box below as well, so that you know which ones I use and throughout my hair. So now I'm gonna go ahead and work on this side, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Once I get towards the front, I'm gonna switch to the smaller piece as well. Okay, so now that we're at the last section of our hair, we're gonna go back and just use the smaller, like the shorter attachments for the top of our hair. So by that time your hair should kind of look similar to this. And I'm going to split my hair down the middle because I tend to like to end up moving my hair off to the left, and I just like the volume that it gives whenever I end up doing that and flipping it over. So if I was to style it in that direction, then it wouldn't be as like voluminous up at the top, and I really do like that look. So that's why I end up splitting it down the middle. So that if I wanted to flip it off to the right, I'll still have that volume, or if I flip it off to the left, I'll still have that extra volume up at the top. And that's really like what makes this hairstyle look, I feel like, really good, is all that extra volume up top. I'm just gonna hold it here just for a couple of seconds while it cools. It should be good. And take it out. And then this one, I'm just gonna leave it like this because I don't wanna take it out yet. I'm just gonna let it fall on its own. But I'm gonna do the rest of this portion off camera, and then when I come back, I'll show you what else I do. Okay, so at this point, your hair should look something like this. Let me show you what the back looks like for now. That's what the back looks like. And then depending on, you know, where I'm going, or if I'm in a rush, or if I have a little bit of more time to spare, this will determine like my next step. So if I'm like running out of time, and say it's date night or something, while I'm choosing my outfit and getting ready, I will just let these curls remain in their like position, and I'll try my best not to touch them. And so once I'm finished getting dressed and I'm about to head out the door, the last step that I end up doing is putting like a hair oil treatment into my hair. And I just like that it you know, makes it look like even more polished at the end of it. Not only that, I will also flip over my hair, wring it out just a little bit, and that's when you'll really get to see the volume that is held within these curls at the moment. So the hair oil treatment that I'm going to be using today is actually going to be the Moroccan oil treatment. So this is just like a travel one that I have, and I'll just always put it into my travel purse. Another one that I like to use is the 100 proof by, I believe it's Dry Bar. Can't seem to find it at the moment, but so just today I'm going to end up using the Moroccan oil treatment. So I'm going to show you. I get a little bit, just let me show you, because I do have a lot of hair. Try not to spill it like I just did. I take about that much. I don't know if you could tell. About that much, and then I'm gonna massage it into my hands and warm up the product, and then I'm gonna actually flip over my hair, and I'm just gonna tousle it. I'm gonna focus the product at the ends and not really the roots, because I don't want my hair to get oily. Usually my hair can last quite a couple of days with these curls, and if not, I just have to just do like quick touch-ups to it. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead over right now and flip over my head. And once you do that, then you flip over your hair, and you end up getting these gorgeous waves. And I just love, 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 love how this ends up looking. So you can put like a texturizing spray as well into your hair if you have thinner hair. You can put hairspray if you want. There are also products that will give you more volume. Unite has some really good ones, but this is what it looks like. And you just look like a supermodel. You have supermodel hair, like Victoria's Secret style. You can leave it like this, or you can also, if you're a millennial like me, you can just end up flipping it over to the side, and just look at that. Look at all that volume. So I hope you guys ended up liking this tutorial. If there's any other videos that you'd like for me to do or you're interested in seeing, this is my first video, so please make sure to leave some comments down below. If you really liked it and you want to see more of me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as well once you are subscribed, so that you can be notified of when I post any new videos. So thank you if you stuck it out through the end. Thank you so much for being here, and I really do appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.